Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Today we're going to take a look at Collinite's Beadcoat Ceramic Sealant. This has SiO2 and graphene, 16 ounces for $24.99. I will try and give you the best angles here for application. It's a simple application. Spray, spread, wipe. Mist onto the panel, work in a shaded area, mist it into the microfiber to prime the microfiber, spread it out, buff it off. I'm going to give you my experience as I use the product, and I'll give you two different angles here showing how easy it is to use. It's a user-friendly experience. It's a spray, spread, and a wipe sealant. Spray onto the surface, mist into the microfiber, spread it out, and buff it off. It does boast to give quick, ultra-durable, hydrophobic, high gloss, and super slick finish to all automotive exterior surfaces. So we'll see about that. What I can give it so far, again, user experience is very easy, super friendly. It shouldn't take you long at all to get around the vehicle. And that is spraying it to all hard surfaces on the exterior of your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, or RV, including headlights, trim, plastic trim, black piano finish, tail lights, wheels, and glass. It's said to also be able to be used as a drying aid, a lubricating drying aid, and the ceramic graphene is a resin structure, whatever they mean for that to be, which is an easy to use formula. And they do also mention it will give you around 6 months of protection, more or less, depending on your environment. I would truly recommend giving the base layer or the foundation layer the dry application method, and then use it as a drying aid as you wish, as often as you wish. Don't forget your calipers and wheels. No problems on glass surfaces, not really an issue when it comes to streaking or haziness. So what I can give Beadcoat so far is the user-friendly experience, and also I do keep this car in great shape, and I'd be able to tell if this took me a couple steps backwards, and it still looks absolutely fantastic. So everything positive so far with the experience. Let's see if that lasts. Let's get over to a test panel that I have set up, and when it comes to applying the products, you're going to get the most out of it depending on the prep and the time you have into the prep, at least a wash and a decon. And if you can do a paint correction, maybe a cleaner polish by hand, it's only going to help. Now with the crazy bright as the surface of the sun light setup that I have here, I'll give you an idea of how this goes on. It seems to evaporate the carrier away from the surface, leaving the protectant behind. Very easy. And even on this color, looks fantastic so far. And we just put it down. And it wants you to leave it cure and leave it alone, keep it from mist, rain, or free-flowing water for a full 24 hours. Well, after 24 hours, I come back to the panel here, and slickness, no, not slickness, but it does feel smooth as butter, smooth as silk. Not crazy slick. Let's remove the masking tape, and there's just a little slight hint of the jetting effect. The best way I can demonstrate slickness or lack thereof is by using these blocks and tilting the panel. Sometimes we can just get a slight tilt and the blocks fly off. And we're at a steep tilt, and the block that's on the unprotected area actually took off first. So as I was feeling it, it felt smooth as butter and very silky, but not slick. When it comes to gloss, another lackluster performance, not much of a difference at all. So ease of use, yes, makes the car look great. Does it really spike gloss? Does it spike the slickness so far? No, but as you can see here, the beads are crazy, so that is correct. It's definitely a beater. Here's a positive. If you get to the drying process and you're using forced air, it makes it quick and easy and fun to dry your vehicle. What I want to know, is this going to wash off immediately? Will it wash off after a few rainstorms or after you wash your car once or twice? Well, let's find out. No, indeed, this will not wash off immediately within the first week or two after application. It's a bit more durable than that. Well, let's continue on. Let's do the 10 wash test. This is a pH neutral shampoo. This is what would be recommended or given to someone who's had a coating or a sealant or paint protection film applied to their automobile. The multiple washes didn't seem to be that big of a deal to it, but I can see some of the small water droplets are clinging to the surface where before the forced air just blew them right off. But let's continue. Every once in a while, having a protected car, coated PPF, sealants, when I go on a long run, vacation, a long drive, when I come back and there's bug splatter, I'm going to use a bug splatter remover on a protected car. And we're going to see here, does this product, which has a surfactant, remove or harm the bead coat in any way at all? Sprayed on the surface, you would ultimately let it sit for a bit so it can break down the bug guts before you go agitating them. And then I'll use the towel here to kind of simulate that. We'll rinse it off and then we'll wash it just to make sure there's no film left behind, masking the characteristics of bead coat. Well, you're going to see here that the bug remover did break it down almost completely. Now, it did last a little bit longer than some of the products we've had on this channel, but it did break down quicker than a lot of the products we've had on the channel. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Just a quick reminder before we end the video, we have a training session here at Apex Detail, end of September. The link for information down in the description box. Hope to see you there.